Got a tough challenge on the road this week. What Coach Stockstill's done at Middle Tennessee speaks for itself. I think they have probably the best quarterback in the league that we're going to play against. I think Brent's a fabulous player. You watch him on video. We've seen him live. Very accurate, active passer. Can run, make first downs in a number of different ways. So it's a tough challenge for us to go on the road. We hadn't been up there since 15. They beat us pretty good up there in 15. And they're a good football team, played a very difficult schedule. They still have another SEC team to play. They played two. They played Marshall and FAU. So, on the road, FIU came up just a little bit short down there. But it's a good football team we're going to play. So we're going to have a great week of preparation starting today to make sure that we're where we need to be, because if you're not, they'll take advantage of you defensively. They'll expose you a little bit. Their offense is pretty good. On the defensive side, they're very active. Number 6, Brooks is as good a player as we'll play against. We've seen him now for a bunch of years, and is very active. He's a great blitzer, so they'll come at you from all angles. So offensively, we're going to have to, be on point from a protection standpoint, try to establish the run game once we get up there. But it's all going to be how we prepare today and tomorrow and get ourselves ready to play. Well, I think the mental intensity that you approach, the guys showed up on Sunday and did a good job. That mental intensity of paying attention to detail and the little things today are real critical in that process. And today's what we have control of. So that's what we'll try to go out and do. They can dictate a lot to you, up there. They got a fine football team. So we're going to have to put hats on people and, play a real physical game from the opening play to the end. Well, right now we'll go out there with Evan today, give him an opportunity to, just left Chris downtown, had surgery, went well. Just feel bad for him. He's played good through 6 games, and it's always tough when the guy, kind of like Carrington last year when we were up at West Kentucky, it's just tough when, we tell our team all the time that, the next game, nothing guaranteed in football, and Chris didn't think that was going to be his last game, and sure enough it is, just like Carrington. So it's tough, but we'll give Evan a shot, see what he can do. I thought he came in, responded well. We were humming pretty good in the offensive line, and guys were running the ball good. Vic was catching it good, and Evan hit a couple good passes out of backfield to Benny and AMAC, and kind of got started. And it's a good first drive for him, gave him a little confidence. So we'll see how he does, the next couple of days.
Well, Jawani comes out every day just focused, locked in. He just has so much energy about him, so much good juice, as we say. He's just a real leader in our defense and on our team. Just comes out every day ready to practice, and it leads us to play better, practice better, and do what we got to do and stay locked in.
No, actually, in the summer, we actually worked with all of the quarterbacks. As a whole, in the receiver room, we just know that we have to go out there and catch the ball and do the things that we need to do to help this offense flow a little better. Evan is obviously a taller guy, so he can see the field a little better, and his release point when he's throwing the ball is higher, so it really makes it easier for you to locate the ball when it's in the air.
Well, I think the first couple passes, you're throwing it to a back, and we were running the ball well. I think that lends itself to any quarterback being efficient. When you can run the ball and play in the offensive line like we were playing the other night, I thought our offensive line was playing well, and they'll have to play great this week. And I think that's when you're running the ball, you have a lot better chance of being efficient throwing the ball, and that's one of the off-season emphasis we wanted to make, was being more efficient throwing the ball, and we've done that through 6 games. But the competition this week's pretty stiff, so we'll see how it goes on Saturday.
Really, we're just kind of focusing on taking it one day at a time. Just play your day, play today, play your game, know what you got to do your assignment and stuff like that. We're just not trying to become complacent. That's the big thing for us. We don't want to say, okay, 3-3 for the first half, that's awesome. That's what we're aiming for. No, that's not what we were aiming for. We want to win all of our games coming up, you know what I'm saying, and the games that we had. So really right now we just got to win today, win the practice, win the film study. It's what you do on and off the field that's going to get you better, you know what I'm saying? So just really focusing on this film study, just knowing our opponent and knowing what we got to do as a defense. It's really big to me because, growing up, I had good stuff growing up and stuff like that, and my family gave me everything that they could, and I just know what it means to have a community around you that helps support you and get you through everything. And I had a really good community in my high school and stuff like that, so I know giving back is really big on to me and to my team, and Jawan especially because, you know, he's getting that he's up for that award for the community service stuff and being a good player. So just for our team, we just really are big on community service and just giving back for what we've been given.